One tactic for helping someone unwind dishonesty that they're all wrapped up in is to hear their reasons for the positions that they hold. And it's always best to try to zoom in as much as you can. So if they have some sort of complex position, try to get them to pin themselves down on one sub portion of that complex position. Because otherwise they'll just hop back and forth between things. The second you pin them down and make a solid counter argument, they'll just jump to something else. But one tactic, once you've got them narrowed into one specific argument and you've heard their reasons for it, is to show them, because 9 out of 10 times it will be true, that they don't actually believe any of their reasons. So what happens is when we lie, when we willingly lie, we lose at least some of our rational capability. And the end effect of that is we make really stupid arguments. Now, in our mind, because our mind becomes disabled to an extent, in that disabled mind, the argument looks like it's solid. But for any person who lies less than we do, it's as crumbly as chalk. And all you have to do is poke on it the slightest bit. So let me give you a more detailed example of this pattern. If you listen to what that reason is, extrapolate it to other situations, and it's extremely likely that you will find that if they really believed that reason, they would have to act not just differently in other situations, but in an absolutely absurd way in other situations. And if you point this out to them, the only honest response is for them to withdraw the reason. And so piece by piece, you can dismantle their argument. Now, if you can't do that, then maybe they have a valid reason to have the position that they do, or at least you don't have a very strong counter argument. You need to work a little harder. Of course, anytime you try to correct someone, you should not do that until and unless you are willing to be wrong yourself. That's one hallmark of sincerity, is that you're willing to be wrong. And if you're not, you really can't be too confident about what it is you believe. You're just one of these lame apologists. Apologist is not a good label. It's not something anyone should want to be. It's someone whose mind is already made up, and they're not actually after truth, they're just after being right. That's not an admirable thing. Those people are inherently dishonest.